welcome to week 2 in the Split Pouch Sew Along. I'm Carolyn Friedlander, and I'm so glad that you're joining me. This week, I'm going to share with you some pouches that I've made, and I'm also going to share some projects from you that you've submitted to me. It's so fun to see what you all are making. That is definitely inspiring to me. I'm kind of adding to my list of things that I want to make and different directions I want to try to go with this project. So speaking of lists, I thought that would be a good place to start. This week I took some time to make a list of different types of projects, different things that I wanted to try. So using waxed canvas, using prints from my stash, fun prints. I also put on there to play a little bit more with patchwork blocks, incorporating those into a pouch. Let's see, what else did I put on there? I don't know. I just made a list of different things that I wanted to try, so different ideas to think about. My plan each week is to make a few different pouches and share them with you. And since this project is such a good gift, I've given away several of these already. I thought that using the Sew Along as a time to make gifts for some people in my life as we're coming up on the holiday season, I just thought that this would be a great opportunity to do that. So in addition to making a list of different things and ideas, creative ideas I wanted to try in some pouches, I also made a list of people that I would like to make some pouches for. So that helps give me an idea of, that can help guide fabric choices, it can help guide creative direction for the projects, and it also gives me an idea of how many I ideally would like to make. So seeing the list of who I would like to make some pouches for, I can get a good sense of how many I need to make and then divide out that number per the different weeks that I would like to be making them. So kind of as we head into the holidays, I just thought that this would be a really fun way to explore this new project that I am so glad is out in the world. It would give me a reason to sew and then also give me a head start on some of these gifts that I want to make for some of the people in my life. And also, you know, with any sew along, it's just really nice to be able to sew along with you, to see what you're making, encourage you along, and you encourage me along. So often, you know, when I'm developing patterns, I'm making them by myself and kind of without sharing much. So a sew along is a really great time to be able to share in the process with you. All right, so I have made 3 pouches this week. I am very excited about them. And let's start with the first one that I made, which is this one. And one person that I'm wanting to make some pouches for is my niece. She not only, are the holidays coming up, but she also has a birthday in December. So she'll be turning 9, and she likes so many things that I liked at that age, which includes coloring. And so I thought I would make her one of this is the large size pouch. I would make her a large size pouch so that she can put like her markers and colored pencils and that kind of thing in here. And so I started by picking out this fabric. So one of the things that is on my list of things that I would like to do during this sew along and different projects I'd like to make is I would like to take advantage of the cool fabrics that I have in my stash. I don't know about you, but it's very easy to buy fabric. There's so many cool fabrics out there, but so often they just sit on my shelf and I don't get an opportunity to use them. So this sew along and with these pouches, I am wanting to dive into that stash and put some of those fabrics to use. This is a linen print that is from Coca, and it's been in my stash. It's like an ABC print. I just think it's really cute and kind of great for, I don't know, I hope my niece will like it. So I use that for the outside, and then on the inside is this strawberry print from Kim Kite. So there I've used prints from my stash that I wanted to use. I also wanted to incorporate a label. So I don't know if you've gotten onto this trend of, there's so many cool woven label companies out there. So Kylie and the Machine and also Sarah Hart. I've done the Kylie and the Machine advent calendars the last couple of years, and then I also, anytime I see the Sarah Hart labels in a shop or at a show, I usually pick some up. So I have quite a stash, and I really wanted to start using some of those labels with this pouch. So for my niece, I have one here that says "You are awesome." I put it on the inside when I was putting in the zipper, and I think it's a cute spot for it, because then once you open it, it's just kind of a nice little message. I wanted to she's kind of a girly girl, so I wanted kind of a girly, colorful zipper to add some life to the colors here, and I really like this color scheme. In this version, I did use soft and stable, so it's got really nice form and structure, but when you're using soft and stable, it's really nice to quilt that ahead of time. And when I was quilting this one, I was just using a gray thread and I was just going in straight lines. And as I was quilting, I was thinking, you know, the idea occurred to me like, oh, well, why don't you use a brighter, more colorful thread? So I used gray in all one direction. And I guess at the time I was thinking, you know, for a future version, maybe do some quilting in some really colorful threads to add kind of a new dynamic to it. But then I realized, you know, I don't have to save that idea for a future pouch. I can do it on this one. So after I was done quilting in one direction, went to my stash, found this bright blue thread. This is actually from Wonderful. It's their confetti. I guess it's 50 weight cotton. And so I quilted this in the other direction just to give it a little bit more fun and excitement. And I really like how it turned out. I picked some vibrant kind of purpley fuchsia snaps, so they match the zipper pretty well. I don't know, I think it turned out pretty cute. And then for the binding on the inside, I used some binding that I had left over from a previous pouch. So that's kind of one tip that I have, is that sometimes when I'm making bias tape, I'll just make some extra so that I'll have it on hand, which then comes in handy. So that's kind of what's going on here. I've got all of these different bindings and pipings kind of saved away. And that way, whenever I need some, I just go back to this bowl and pull from that. All right, so the next pouch, I actually did 2 pouches. It started off, I was gonna make one for a friend, and I knew I wanted to use a cat fabric, and I had this cute cats and banana fabric. I feel like a lot of these pouches, I just really wanna use some cute novelty fabric that I have. It's a really great way to use it. Sometimes the novelty prints, they really need to be featured in a specific way, and I think that a fun pouch like this is a great way to do it. So anyway, I was going to make this one for a friend, and then I realized, you know what, I can make a little one for my niece. So at the same time I cut out 2. I cut out the medium-sized in this banana print, and then I cut out a small one that I was going to give to my niece. So the medium one, and you'll see a lot of the fabric's the same. So I did the same color zipper, the same lining fabric, and the same snap color. So I used the bright neon yellow snaps because that was just, I don't know, kind of suited my mood. Let's take a look. And then for these 2, so this one has soft and stable, and then this one is just interfaced using Pellon SF101, the woven fusible. And then I used the same binding choice, which is this one. So I didn't have any of this made up, but I liked the idea of using this color with both of these pouches. So I cut quite a bit extra so that I have more to use in future versions, should I need it. But anyway, both of these I used labels. This one I put it on the inside. This is a label from one of the advent calendars from Kylie and the Machine, and it says woohoo on one side. It says hooray on the other side, so you can kind of use whichever side you want. I'll be upfront. I forgot that they were 2-sided, and I thought I was using the hooray, and then as soon as I sewed it in, I realized I'd done it on the wrong side. Luckily, it's a 2-sided label, so I don't have to worry about that. But anyway, that's just, yeah, it happens. I didn't feel like taking it out, and I like woohoo. Woohoo's a good message too. For my nieces, I put the label on the outside, and I used this really cute little cat one. I like that it's bright pink. She's definitely into that, and I just think it looks really cute with the yellow. So then when I added just a little piece of fabric, I kind of wanted to pull in a little bit more of the pink there. So yeah, so it's pretty cute. And yeah, that's that one. So yeah, it's been a really fun week, really exciting to just like explore different fabrics to use, think about people I would like to make pouches for, think about things that they would like. That's kind of been where my head is at. But I want to know how the sew along is going for you. I have loved seeing your projects coming along so far. I thought I would share maybe a couple in this post, but definitely if you aren't subscribed to my newsletter, you can sign up for that. I'll put links for everything below. And in my newsletter, I am also recapping a lot that I'm seeing, a lot that I'm being inspired by. One thing that I saw this week is this project. This pouch was made by Fiona Johnstone of Spun Straw, and she pieced together a variety of blocks using Jen Carlton Bailey's new Ovalets templates. And I just think it's colorful and fun, and I love the design that it makes with the different pieces. Also, the zipper is a really fun choice. I think that this is a very cute pouch. I also want to incorporate a little bit more patchwork into mine. I've made one that has patchwork, but I would like to do a lot more, and even some where the patchwork is specific to the pouch. I'm also seeing a lot of cool supplies that you're gathering. I really like this type of zipper. Some of you have asked about the zippers. I recommend a nylon or an all-purpose zipper. And I know I love metal zippers also. I love using metal zippers in bags, but for this particular pouch, I just think that the nylon works better. First of all, the installation is a lot easier because recommend starting with we start with a larger size, in the pattern, and then you kind of work it through, and it just makes it easier. You're going to be trimming it down. It's going to be sewn into the seams. And I don't like fighting with the metal teeth in that situation. I also think that just since this pouch, you're handling it so much, and when it's open, you're reaching into it, having softer teeth, the nylon teeth, it's just more comfortable. But what I have noticed, and I don't have any of these zippers, so I'm going to be on the lookout for some. It's a nylon zipper, but they look a little more metallic. I've seen some of you pulling those for your projects, and I just think they look really cool. So that's something I'm going to be keeping an eye out for. Otherwise, also in the blog post this week, I am sharing thoughts on supplies since you've been asking about some of those, so check that out. And yeah, if you have any questions, you can ask me either in the comments below, reach out to me on Instagram, on the blog, or you can submit a question via the Google form that I have linked below. So thanks so much for joining in. Appreciate you watching this video. I hope you're having fun with the sew along, but let me know how it's going with you, and I look forward to seeing you next week.